3831.
And now, here is Stan B.
All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Raider Week, Bay Area fans. Of course, you know, with all the negative media there, Davey D, about all the athletes, you know, like Ivan Allison, Allen Iverson, you know, O.J. Simpson, all these things happening to ball players, and the media just seems to focus in on them, i.e. Latrell Sprewell. And, you know, the list just goes on and on and on. Well, again, we'd had the pleasure of interviewing a couple of ball players over the weekend, one in football, one in basketball. First, Naoploeon Kuafmn granted us a great interview down in Santa Rosa. And this is a real wonderful gentleman. He's got a lot of charisma, and he is the most popular Oakland Raider, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go to the clip right now, as Derick, Nesbitt, and I had the opportunity to interview Naoploeon Kuafmn, running back of the Oakland Raiders.
Popular player with the Oakland Raiders, Naoploeon Kuafmn, who also had an outstanding season last season. He's got breakaway speed. The fans around here love him. And Naoploeon, how you doing, man?
Doing good. I'm doing good. Happy to be out here today.
Great. So how's the team shaping up? Of course, you know, the fans are concerned because of the 4-12 season last year, and there was a lot of hype. Everybody thought the Raiders were going to come back and just mow down everybody in the NFL. And people are saying, well, can John Gruden come in and reshape the Raiders and get them back on that winning trail this season, get them to the playoffs and maybe to the Super Bowl is what everybody's expecting?
Yeah, you know, it's just a matter of playing together and getting the system down. And, you know, this is a new system for us, and we're excited about it. We're looking forward to this year, and we're ready to play.
You're looking forward to some revenge for some of the teams that maybe took your hearts out maybe in the last few seconds of last year?
Not really revenge. You know, you just want to go out and play well and do a good job for the fans. You know, people come out to see you play, and we want to come out and play hard.
Oh, well, hey, Derick, you got a question?
Yeah, is there any one rookie that's so far that's kind of standing out in the rookie camp? Obviously Charles Woodson, of course, but anybody else that's coming to mind?
Well, the fullback, John Richard, he's doing a great job. Okay. We have a lot of guys that are just really good, you know what I mean? And these new players are making an impact, and we're excited about them.
Okay, well, obviously the fans need to be behind you. You start off with a tough starter beginning of the season, 5 playoff teams. You know, how important is it to get a couple of those big games in order to set the momentum?
Well, you know, we got to take it one game at a time. We have some great teams that we got to play against. Obviously, they're good teams, but we're prepared to play right now, and we're looking forward to this year. Really looking forward to this year.
Obviously, Naoploeon, the first game of the season with the Kansas City Chiefs, September the 3rd, I believe, at the Oakland Coliseum. Is probably going to be a very important game. It'd be important to start off with a win.
Well, we play them actually in Kansas.
Is it in Kansas City? Okay.
Yeah, in Kansas City. But, yeah, you know, anytime you play against the Chiefs, you know it's going to be a tough game. You know they're going to be physical. They got this new defense that's pretty good. So, and they got Chester McLaughlin. But we're looking forward to it. I mean, we're excited about playing them.
You know, the way the schedule winds up, too, that's why, okay, you start off in Kansas City, and the last game is at Oakland against Kansas City also.
Yeah, so, you know, the AFC West, it was tough last year. We had the Super Bowl champions in our division. So, what more can I say about these teams that we have to play?
Jump in here, Stan, because, you know, our fans, the Raider fans, but the people who watch our station, you know, a lot of times they don't hear the positive things. And Naoploeon is an ordained minister. Last year, you believe you made that commitment.
Right.
Yeah. You know, so not only are you super talented on the field, but you're probably doing something that's obviously a lot more important than scoring any touchdowns out here. But just recently, the Christine Williams, that's made national attention. Right now, there's stories that she may be seen back in North Carolina somewhere. But what made you step up like that?
Well, you know, actually we got a call. You know, somebody from down there in Monterey called and wanted a representative, and I was just so thankful that the Raiders chose me to go down. And at first I was kind of reluctant because, you know, it's hard to put yourself in that type of position. But I felt led by the Spirit of the Lord to go down there and try to comfort these people the best that I could. And I was happy that I went down there. I really met a nice family. and did the best that I could to encourage them. And I'm hoping that this information is true, that they could get their child back, you know, because it must be really hard to have somebody just take your kid and you don't know where they are. I mean, I can't even imagine it.
Okay, well, we appreciate you coming on with us, and the most important thing is to stay healthy out here.
Yeah.
And you can't help but go anywhere but up, and maybe we'll get into at least a wild card this year.
That's right. We want to get in there.
Thank you very much, Naoploeon Kuafmn, ladies and gentlemen. Great man, one of the most popular Raiders, as you heard the crowd cheer when he was introduced. Naoploeon Kuafmn, thank you very much. God bless you. I'm Stan B. Thank you for standing by me. Now we're going to go back to the studio with Chauncey Bailey.
All right, yes, sir. Naoploeon Kuafmn, definitely one of the most popular Raiders, now ordained minister, getting involved in the community. On Wednesday, Charles Woodson. Also over the weekend, ladies and gentlemen, we had the opportunity to talk with another ball player, NBA star, Brian Shaw, who's also involved in the community as he holds the youth summer camp every year for a couple of days at Merritt College. And we got an opportunity to go up there and talk with the kids and Brian Shaw. And what we're going to do now is go up to Merritt College right here in good old Oakland, California.
What school you going to, and what's your favorite subject, and where you want to be when you get older? Is that too many questions for you? All right. Okay, one at a time. Okay. What's your favorite subject? Hey, what's up there, man? How you doing? So what's your favorite subject? Man, gosh, very good. Absolutely. Hey, look at these guys. Keep the soul alive, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brian Shaw's summer camp for youth, ladies and gentlemen, on your Soulbeat television network. I'm Stan B. Hope you continue to stand with me. Look at all these great young brothers out here. Yeah! Go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to talk with Brian Shaw because he says it's definitely the NBA stars and athletes and those who have made it to get involved in their own community. Let's go back to Merritt College and talk with Brian Shaw, ladies and gentlemen.
Basketball camp, summer youth camp here at Merritt College that he does every summer. And, you know, we think there's so many things going on in the NBA and all the negative coverage about ball players. We want to show the positive side of what some of the NBA stars are doing, particularly Brian Shaw. Brian, thank you for allowing us to come into your space here. And how's the camp going?
Camp is going well. We have about 100 kids that come out, and basically, it's a low cost because it's a $50 camp, and that's basically for me to be able to pay the coaches, the counselors that I have working with him. But I as a professional athlete and person that's from Oakland, I feel like I have a duty to give something back to the community. And that's great. Big companies like Reebok and Coca-Cola, Subway, who are sponsors of the camp, give a lot of things to me, which, you know, I have everything that I need, so I feel like, you know, it's an obligation for me to give some of these things out. So, you know, we give it to the kids, they get pictures, they get t-shirts, they get tennis shoes, they get, you know, all sorts of little prizes and goodies that are made available by the sponsors of this camp.
So what do you say to some of the other NBA players who are out there and they're just like running around partying, having a good time, and not really thinking about the community? I mean, this is you're really a role model, and I think that the media should focus more on men like this who are willing to take their time out and come back to the community. Even though you're still playing with Philadelphia 76ers, he comes home and he's, you know, involved in the community, and this is extremely important. What do you say to the NBA people out there, and maybe some of the other media who are like tabloid kind of folks? What do you say to them?
Well, I think that you know, like I said, I think it's everyone's responsibility. I'm from this area, and I think that you can never forget where you come from. You know, this is where my roots are from, and if it wasn't for people when I was growing up to show me the right direction, I probably wouldn't have gotten to the point that I'm at now. So, like I said, I feel obligated, and I feel that it's my duty to come back and try to give some inspiration and some direction to some of the kids that are coming up, because with all the government cutbacks and all the negative things that are going on, there's a lot of, you know, gyms and boys clubs and what have you that are shut down now. So, you know, with all the coaches and people that come in and participate, they're giving their time.
All right, Brian Brian Shaw, ladies and gentlemen, he said it's definitely our responsibility, those of us who have become successful, to come back to the community and make it. Of course, David D's Yankees are beating up on our Oakland A's, I think 8-0, ladies and gentlemen. And the Giants are in New York, leading the Mets currently 4-2. So we assume that the Giants are going to beat the Mets for their 5th straight win. Of course, you know they swept the Philadelphia Phillies. The A's not looking so good against those powerhouse Davey D's New York Yankees. Of course, the Chicago Cubs and Arizona Diamondbacks, last I heard, in the 8th, they were locked up, zip, no score in the 8th inning. And also, somebody else was locked up. Dodgers and the Montreal Experts were tied in the 7th inning, 4-4. Hope the Dodgers lose and the Cubs lose, and I hope the A's come back and beat the Yankees there, Davey D. That's sports for me. I'm Stan B. Always thanking you for standing by me. Wednesday, Charles Woodson, the Raiders' #1 draft pick. We have an interview with him. And Thursday, out of Stanford, fullback John Ritchie, who is now going to block for Naoploeon Kuafmn and Eric Pegram, along with Harvey Williams for the Oakland Raiders. He will be with us on Thursday. That's sports for me. I'm Stan B. Always thank you for standing by me. And now we're going to turn things back over to the highly talented and brand new anchor on the Soulbeat television network, Davey D. All right.
Stan, I want to thank you for giving it up to the Yankees. Yankees deserve their props. I will be at the Coliseum for the doubleheader.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You did something. They are bad, though.
That's
they
my
are
team.
bad.
They
are
only lost
tough.
2 games the whole year. #1 team. Well,
two games.
20 games.
Okay, 27 games. Isn't
Yeah,
it? 27.
like 700 games above 500. That is the world champion. Go see the Yankees at the Coliseum, because you'll get a chance to see the world champions for 1998.
Start since 1954.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, let me just tell you. Hey, maybe I should say goodbye, or should I tell you just one more story? Do I have time to tell you one more story?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got time to tell you one more story. This involves Puffy and Heavy D. Okay, now, Heavy D's at this concert in New York, right? Sees a nice young lady in the audience, pulls her up on the stage after he asks, "Are you wild?" The lady goes, "Yes." Pulls her up on the stage and pulls down her tank top. This is the CEO of Uptown Records, as well as an artist, Heavy D. He did this. So Puffy goes, "Hey, that's not right." So Puffy pulls Heavy D to the side and chastises him, tells him that he should have more respect and be more ethical. This is coming from a man who just a week ago flew out to Paris with Jennifer Lopez while his girlfriend was back home, you know, with the kid. But we'll talk about that on another day. This is David D. wrapping it up for World Newsbeat. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And continue to watch Soulbeat, because it's all that and then some. Peace.
Stay tuned next time for more news from the Soulbeat International Internet Newsroom. Stay tuned next time for more of Soulbeat World Newsbeat.